What is up there, everybody? Citrus Aviation here with yet another video. Today we're going to take a look at one of my JC Wings Airbus 330-743L Belugas. Now, for those of you who've been following my channel, you know I have been collecting some of these specialty aircraft that are used for special purposes. And these are the three aircraft that are the same aircraft type. This is the A330-743L Beluga. It is used by Airbus to transport fuselage segments for the aircraft and was designed for the A380. However, it can also carry A350, A330, A320, all sorts of parts. Let's take a look at one of these models in particular. Now I have three in my collection. This is the NG Models variant. It is a very nice model and I'm very happy to have it in my collection. Y'all have probably seen the unboxing I did for this a couple of years ago. And then this one is the JC Wings variant, which I got about the same time. And this is the number 3 one. Actually, both of these are the exact same aircraft, the number 3 Beluga, the two different variants of it. This one though, this one right here is one that I have not shown in a video yet. And I was really excited when I got it back in October of 2022. Yes, it's been over 6 months since I got this model. In fact, so much so that dust has collected on the box. That's how long I've had this model for. And I haven't done a video on it yet. So you might be wondering, why didn't I? Because this is a very unique model. It's a very rare model. JC Wings only made about 150 units of this, so it's an extremely rare model. And they only sold it through a website. I don't know what the website was, but they only sold it through one source you could get it from. So we're gonna unbox this model and I'm gonna show you what really is the issue that I have with this model. It's got a couple of issues. That is why I really haven't done a video on it yet and haven't really shown it in my collection. Because this should be an awesome model. So we're gonna see, this is one of the Interactive Series models where the front opens up, and we'll take a look at that. And also this is the bare metal version, so it's literally sewn as like how it would have looked like initially when it was built from the factory, just the bare metal, and the only part that's painted is part of the tail. So it's a pretty cool, unique model. So let's take a look at it and see what I'm talking about. So here is the model. You can see there's the interactive part there, which we'll take a look at here in a second, but doesn't this just look so cool how it's just the bare metal as it comes from the factory before they put the paint on it? It's kind of cool. So taking the model out of the box, here it is. And we'll take this piece out as well, and I'll show you what we're going to do with this in a second. So let's take a close look at this model, and while we'll do so, we'll see a couple of small issues that occur with this model, so we take a look. But we're going to start here with the cockpit windows, which you may notice are in kind of a lowered section of the fuselage. This is because the cargo floor goes all the way across the aircraft, so the cockpit actually has to be lowered, and therefore the nose shape has to be brought down as well to accommodate for that. On the nose, you can see it says Beluga XL and Stella. We have the opening cargo compartment door, which we'll take a look at a little bit later. You can see there is an antenna up top. We have all of the exposed metal detail here, which looks really cool with all the greens, blues, whites, pretty sweet. The gears do tilt. We have 3 more antennas, 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. And the tail detail is really unique with the dual tail here. As this is a very large aircraft, it actually needs these extra 2 stabilizers to keep the aircraft stable. And you can see all the great detail there with the paint and the exposed like just metal finish, which looks real nice. Got 2 more strikes there for stability, and you can see the first issue of this model. And this has to do with the wing here. Now, first off, there's a bit of wing flex, as you may notice. That's what I consider to be more than really acceptable on a model airplane. I mean, this is supposed to see what the plane looks like when it's on the ground. This is more what it'll look like when it's in the air. And then you saw the second issue there. The wing's just loose. There's literally no glue or anything holding it in place. It just comes straight out. It should be a relatively easy fix. I'll just put a little glue in there. and that'll be a simple fix. But still, that's not an ideal situation to be dealing with a model that's quite expensive. This one's $60, which is actually at kind of a discount on it for 60 bucks. On eBay, it's selling for a lot more, closer to 100, 150 bucks for it. Just doing a quick eBay search, I was able to find this model for anywhere from $69 to $116, so a fairly high price for this model. So getting it for $60 with shipping included was pretty good. So one of the unique selling features of this model is the fact that the cargo door can be opened and positioned in both open and closed position as part of JC Ween's Gemini's Interactive Series model. Now this one, from my understanding, wasn't branded as an Interactive Series model, but is one. Let me demonstrate. You literally can just pull this off, and there's a piece of felt there, and there's a magnet that helps keep it in place. But it just slides out on these rails. It just comes out like that, and that's what it looks like when it's open. It does get tail heavy, so it likes to fall back a little bit. And then you take this piece. This is the little piece here that slots in, and it goes into the model. And it's got the same painted detail as the other one. So this one and here both these. They both have the same detail on them, which is really, really cool. And then you should just be able to take it and just slot it in without an issue. Like that. And then it has just the perfect balance to sit there, which is great. The other issue I had with this model, which I have basically since fixed, was that one of the slots wouldn't allow a peg to go in. So I kind of had to go in there and kind of file it down so that it would go in. It was this one up here, this slot I actually had to file down, actually get in there, get a little piece of metal, and then kind of scrape out a little bit of excess that was in there. But once I got it out, it was totally cool. It did take extra work and more than I needed to. In fact, I actually tried to return the model initially, but once I got it fixed, I was like, okay, I'll just keep it. So it looks super, super cool. In addition, JC Ween's also sells a little set. Let me pull it out here. They sell this. It's an accessory set for the model that actually has A320 nose says so you can put in. It comes with two, so if you have two Belugas, which I do, you can put one in both. So I'll just demonstrate what that looks like here real quick. I will have a separate video on this at some point as well, but this is really, really cool. This is what the model looks like with the A320 nose part in it, and it looks really, really cool. So if you're looking for a really neat, unique model that will definitely stand out compared to everyone else's models in their collection, this is a potential centerpiece model. You just gotta watch out for some of the issues that the model has. And once you got those figured out, you've got a really neat model that will definitely be a showstopper and something that people, when you bring them over to your collection, will want to talk about. So that's basically it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed a look at this very unique one-off, I believe it's one of 150 units that they made, JC Ween's Beluga XL. So really cool model. If you're willing to spend the money to get it, it's definitely really good. Mine has a couple issues, one of which I fixed, the other I'll be fixing soon. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great rest of the day, and God bless you.